So this is the real reason behind the CNC order. This JM model here, the nice offset in midnight blue. Hopefully you can see it better on this than the last video. It looks black in this light, but it is a very dark, translucent blue. And what I'm finding is with these offset models, you know, Jaguars or Jazzmasters or gosh, what's the other one? Sonic, Supersonic, can't remember the Fender offset. You'll probably tell me in the comments. There's not a lot of options on the budget market. I mean, you can buy a Squier shaped like this, but they're getting up there. They're getting closer to, you know, $400 or $500 now for the Squier, particularly the vintage modified series. And there may be one or two other choices. I think Harley Benton offers a few choices with offset models, and some of the other companies as well. However, a lot of companies just do your tele strat, sometimes a thin line, 335 style hollow body, and maybe a Les Paul, and then that's it. They don't really do much with offset shaped guitars. So when I saw this on offer from CNZ Audio for around the $275-300 mark, I thought that it offered something that a lot of companies can't compete with. An offset guitar with a couple of P90s under $300 is becoming a rarity. So this is why I ordered this, and I particularly wanted this midnight blue one with the tortoise shell. I thought it looked pretty sharp. The neck feels really good on this, sort of like the Tele neck. It's nice and narrow. It's got that satin finish, that naked maple finish that feels really, really good. The fretboard feels really slick on this, nice rosewood board. The P90s are responsive. You got some good range of tone, some bite, and then some nice jazz tones. The one less positive thing about it, and I plugged it in so I can't get to it, is that the tremolo on this is fairly limited. It's sort of an old style vibrato, and it's pretty stiff. You can hear it clicking. Hear that? But I think that's in keeping with a lot of sort of early Fender tremolo systems. It's that sort of plate with the spring underneath it, so it's really unsophisticated. It's nothing like, you know, a Floyd Rose or a Kahler or anything like that. It's a very unsophisticated, and really it's just to give you a little surf tone tremolo. A lot of people won't even screw that in and use it. They'll just you know, think of it as a stop tail piece. So that's not a huge issue, but if you want a guitar with a really nice smooth tremolo, this isn't it. I could see maybe somebody taking that off and putting a Bigsby on this. That would be interesting. However, it is fairly limited, but it's designed to be. It's not really meant for anything more than just that kind of stuff. No dive bombing or anything like that. So the neck feels really good. I like the body on this. I like the pickups. Everything set up really well. Very little fret burrs to knock off. The action was a tiny bit high, but easy to lower, just a touch. And everything else was pretty good out the box on this particular guitar. So yeah, I kind of like it. It's a little bit weight. All these guitars are weighty because you have, you know, solid body guitars. They're not chambered or anything. I think mostly alder and mahogany are the woods used for these guitars. Good dense hardwoods. And you know, the pickups on this sound really decent. I haven't even taken the plastic off yet, and they sound really, really good. So I'm pretty pleased with this. It will be fun to play. I'm not sure if it'll stay with me or not. I've got to play it a little bit more, but it's certainly fun to get one of these and play it. And since we don't see too many of these in the budget market, I thought this would be, you know, a video that a lot of you would gain from seeing. You know, if you want an offset shaped guitar, particularly with the P90s in your arsenal, check out CNZ Audio's website or check out this model on Amazon. I do think they actually do this with humbuckers as well, maybe with a different neck or fretboard configuration. And there are a couple of different finish options. So, but I really like this midnight blue one, even though it looks black from a distance. It's really nice. So that completes the guitars from CNC Audio. It's been fun to check out this brand. I would say that it's been a better setup experience than I've had with the Alan Eden guitars previously, and also some of the other budget brand guitars from Amazon as well. I didn't really have to wrestle these very much at all. Didn't have any issues with warpage, humped you know, fretboards, or any drastic setup issues. It was just a matter of knocking off, you know, some sharp fret ends and just adjusting the nut height and the saddle height on most of these guitars very, very incrementally. Nothing much to do at all. So that's good. That's a good sign that they have, you know, some semblance of quality control, which a lot of these budget companies do not have. So I'm pleased to report that, and also to put these on your radar, because I just don't see very much, kind of like Alan Eden, I don't see very much being said about these guitars. And I think, you know, for those of you collecting IYV, Ert, Donner, you know, all of these other cheap brands, these two brands, Alan Eden and CNC Audio, should be on your radar as well. And with these, you got the option to buy direct or from Amazon as well, which is kind of nice, because sometimes there's a slight difference in pricing. Again, the one criticism I have is they don't include gig bags. Maybe they give you that option if you buy from their website, but the ones that you get on Amazon, I'm pretty sure don't come with any kind of gig bag. So I would encourage the company to start including those. They particularly help with shipping, and it's the first question buyers ask when asking me about a guitar is, does it come with a case or a gig bag? Even if people don't keep the gig bag, it's just nice to have something to store it in, to carry it in right out the box. And with some of these guitars like this, because of the slightly different dimensions of the body shape, you're not always sure which bags will fit it. So you know, it's nice when the company includes a good fitting bag, even if it's a cheap one, with the guitar. So I know at least one of you gets tired of me mentioning that, but it's kind of a little crusade I'm on, so it's going to get mentioned. But anyway, check this out. Fun guitar. I think some of you will be interested in maybe getting one of these for yourself. I'm going to hang on to it for a while and see, you know, how it performs in the recording studio. I might play around with some of the hardware as well. We'll see. All right, folks. See you on the next one.